Welcome to Z Connect Season 3. Are you connected? Life has been given many metaphors in the forms of poems by different writers. But my favorite is the Bollywood song Life Ye Musambi Si. Sunte hi, I feel like I've pressed the refresh button to my life. It changes my entire perception of life. If you have one such metaphor, please do share it with us on our Facebook page. But now, let's find out what's buzzing with the super hot and glamorous Chitrangada Singh. Hi and welcome to Z Connect.
Hi, thank you.
So let's start with what's buzzing in Bollywood. I, Me, Your Mayor, starring you, John and Prachi Desai. Please tell us all about the movie.
Well, I, Me, Your Mayor, for me, it's a beautiful film because I think it is something which is very simple. It's about relationships. It's about everyday life. It's about the mistakes we make. It's about how men are very, very selfish and sometimes very innocently selfish. I mean, like for example, I've used a term called they are jerks, yes, but they're innocent jerks. They don't know they're being a jerk, you know. So it's about what happens and basically, like my character Anushka in the film is in a live-in relationship with John's character, which is Ishan, and so they've been together for like some 2-3 years, and now she's hoping that things are going to move up, but he cannot think beyond himself. So it's about the mistakes we make. It's about how men are not accountable and things like that.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to the movie. The movie deals with emotional relationships. What do you think is the most important thing to be valued in a relationship?
I think the most important thing in a relationship is to keep it going. I think there has to be a certain amount of respect. There definitely has to be love, which is, of course, you can't do without it, I mean, in a relationship. But I think the most important thing beyond that would be respect.
You usually play characters with shades of grey in it. What is this character like?
This is not very grey. This is better than that. So Anushka is somebody who's doing very well for herself. She's got a career going and everything is great. So she got all of that part in control. But she's, of course, very much in love with this man and she's hoping things will move up for her. She wants emotional security, feels very vulnerable.
So do you think female actors' positions has evolved in Bollywood?
I think if you go back many years, the kind of work that Wahida Rehmanji did or Madhubala did or say Vaijayanti Mala did, you know, I think these women were also doing very, very strong roles at that time. Roles were being written for them. Hema Malini, even she was doing films that were being written for her. So maybe it's a bit of a cycle. We lost it during the mid-80s and the 90s, and I think it's probably coming back now. But it's not like, you know, old-time cinema did not give women their due. I think they did. And it should come back stronger. Yeah, I think so.
Thank you so much for being a part of Z Connect and good luck to your team for the movie.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me here.
Every week, we come to your house to meet your family because you guys are such an integral part of the ZTV family. I have received so much warmth, so much affection that it's heart-touching. And not only that, I get so inspired when you guys share your life stories with us. So let's go ahead and meet today's Z family, the family of Mr. Anil Chandalia and Monica Chandalia. Hi Tavishi and welcome to Z Connect. So please tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Tavishi and I have a lovely family. They're fun and funny and they do lots of stuff with me.
What do you like to do?
Paint and color and draw.
Wow, and is there anything else?
Piano, but I've just learned a little.
No, I'm sure you'll do really well. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Hi and welcome to Z Connect.
Welcome to our home and thank you for having us on this show.
So tell me, how did you guys meet?
That was 14 years back and it was my birthday and my friends who had just met him, they invited him as well and it was very sweet of him. He landed up with 3 roses in his hands and he said happy birthday and it was nice. We danced a lot and later we got to know each other more and we exchanged mails as he was working in Bombay and I was in Calcutta. So we kept our communication through mails and he would call and stuff.
I reached out to her via email, and it took her more than 6 months to decide. But I was persistent because I knew that she's the right person for me.
So hard work really paid off for you.
It has. I am totally convinced. I keep telling her all the time that let's just seal this contract for next 7 lives, but I'm not sure if she's convinced.
Oh, no, I want you. Yes, that's for sure.
That's so sweet. You guys definitely look like a match made in heaven.
Thank you so much.
How long have you guys lived in Dubai?
It has been over 4 years we have been in Dubai. The move happened obviously initially because there was an opportunity in my existing firm that came up. But it was more to do with just a job move because family was a big part of the decision. We wanted to be in Dubai because we would be close to India. My mother staying with us was an important consideration. And when everything, we looked around that and we said, yes, this is a great move.
The move has been pretty amazing. It's home away from home. It's very comforting to know that India is just like 3 hours away, and my parents have visited me, and we make like 3 or 4 trips to India, which is awesome. And I've made some wonderful friends here. They are a part of our family now, and we are very very happy to be here.
That's great, and it's so fantastic that the move actually worked out for you guys.
Yes, it has.
So please share with us the most cherishable moments that you guys have shared as a family.
I think one thing that comes to my mind is this summer we were in London for 3 months, and he had taken some time off from work, and all of us were there. We had rented an apartment and we stayed there, and we really bonded well as a family, and especially him and Tavishi, my daughter, they bonded really well. It was really because he's always busy with work. He travels a lot. So those moments were really, really special.
I agree, especially in our lives, which are very busy at times. We tend to kind of, take simple things in life for granted. And I think those 3 months we did nothing special. We just kind of lived without any pressure of work, pressure of usual things in life. And we just kind of did simple things, which was very, very kind of important as a family to really kind of get close, especially with my daughter. I never realized what I was missing for last few years, and those 3 months were great to get back those.
So do you guys watch ZTV?
Yes, we do catch up on movies, Z Cinema, and Khana Khazana, which is an integral part of our, the ritual. Especially my mother-in-law, she loves that series, and the movies as well.
I think the news is the most important element because it keeps me connected with issues back in India and also gives me a sense of connection with the country. I don't feel I'm in Dubai. I feel I'm in India.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you so much for having us on the show.
Thank you so much.
If you would like to be a part of our Z family, please do share your details with us on our Facebook page. It's time for a short break, but on the other side, we have for you the best of the best musicians, including the maestro of tabla, Zakir Hussain. Welcome back to Z Connect Season 3. Are you connected? I felt so fortunate to interact with the musicians who have mastered their art. So music lovers and fusion lovers, let's see what the maestros have to say. Hi and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me on the show, Kalani.
So what's your take on Indo-Arab fusion music?
I think it's an interesting process that has been going on in the world of music lately. Obviously, what's happened these days is that the music that has originated in Asia or Southeast Asia is starting to make an impression on the Western world. and it is fast becoming a source, sound source of a creative process. So I feel that we are sitting in the times where it's very exciting for the music that is emerging from our part of the world.
You've had an extremely long journey. What would you say has inspired you to get where you are today?
I haven't really thought about where I am today because it's about the journey, it's not the goal. And if you worry about the goal, then you will not enjoy the journey. You'll always be looking as how far the sunset is, and you'll never reach it. So that's, something that you shouldn't worry about. My teacher, who was my father, always told me, don't worry about being a master, just be a good student, and you'll get by just fine. And so I live by that philosophy.
Can we please have a message for all the aspiring musicians today?
The same message, be a good student, know that there is a zillion things to learn out there in the world. So walk out there with your eyes and ears open, and don't worry about things being right or wrong when it comes to creative arts. Just know that there are many different viewpoints, and the more of those viewpoints you absorb inside of yourself, the more diverse your thinking will be. And so just be that way, be a good student.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
It is my pleasure, Kalindi, and thanks for having me on your show.
You know what? The one thing that they all had in common was that they pursued their passion in life and stayed committed to it no matter what. Talking about passion, let's go check out how the young contestants battled it out at the Spelling Bee Championship.
I'm pronouncing for the second annual UAE Spelling Bee. I won the 2009 Scripps National Spelling Bee back in the U.S. Spelling Bees has been a tradition in the U.S. since 1925, and now it's been brought to the UAE, and this is a fantastic competition.
Your word is cummerbund. C-U-M-M-E-R-B-U-N-D. EPILOGUE.
This is year 2 of the Spelling Bee in the United Arab Emirates. Last year we bought this very prestigious event from the United States, where it's been around for about 125 years. We tried it out last year with just Dubai, but the response was overwhelming. Therefore, we have extended it to include all 7 Emirates this year.
THURIBLESYNTHESIZE.
Judging spelling bees, I've been doing this for 3-4 years now. One of the most difficult things to do, because we're working with words, and we try to make sure that the kids have heard the word correctly, so we're giving them a fair chance. So that's our role. We got to help the kids, and being a judge is, again, like I said, not an easy thing, but we're trying to do our best.
After seeing those kids, I wonder, how much advantage do we all take of the autocorrect option? Food for thought. Moving on, the enthusiasm of the Kai Po Che actors was infectious, and they shared great chemistry, which is evidently seen in the movie. Hi and welcome to Z Connect.
Thank you so very much.
So please tell us, you've done a lot of interesting roles in the past. Where would you rate Govind for this?
I rate Govind, I think it's as powerful as my other parts. I really can't compare it to other characters. I think it's a very different character. It's something which really challenged me as an actor to play a Gujarati boy. So I really can't compare it to other characters. I think it has its own flavor, it has its own dynamics.
How's the journey been from Pavitra Rishta's Manav to Ishan in Kai Po Che?
It's been very interesting, and I think it's a learning phase. It started with theatre, then I did TV in between, and now it's films. So it's a learning phase, and these mediums. I mean, like, as long as you can pretend to the level of belief, you can do it in any medium, be it theatre, TV, or films. But having said that, this is my first film, and I'm very excited about it.
How was your experience shooting for it?
I was thrilled after reading the script, and also very excited because such reputed names were associated with it. Well, like UTV and Abhishek Kapoor, after winning a national award, was directing it. And then I read the script, and it's a wonderful, wonderful story between these three friends and celebrates friendship.
The innocent moments of friendship have been captured very well in this movie. What do you think is the key factor for friendship?
Yeah, you can, as much pure you can keep, and I think that's the essence of any friendship. And in context to a movie, I mean, I guess you guys have seen it. What I think benefited us was that from the day one that we met for the audition for this film, there was this instant connect. We were like jamming together, and there was this respect for each other.
Can we please have one memorable moment while you guys were shooting?
Well, you know what, this entire film, we've been working on this film for a year as actors, has been very memorable. But there's definitely one moment, there's a song which you guys have seen, Meethi Boliyan. So these guys, they three decide to go on a holiday and freak out and have fun. So we actually did that in real life. We started freaking out and having fun like 6 o'clock in the morning. And we reached the set at 7 and we got to know the shot is an hour late. And I don't know what happened. Somebody put the music on. I got out the vanity. I started dancing. Shashank was there. Shashank and me started dancing and we started Shashank, because now he has such a great body, he just needs, actually he doesn't need an excuse to take his shirt off. So his shirt was off. I felt, well, if he's taking his shirt off, I should take my shirt off. And then we got him, and it was just so impromptu. 7 o'clock in the morning, the unit is getting, getting the, they want the shooting to start, and here these three guys freaking 7 o'clock in the morning without their shirts and just going like crazy. I think I'll cherish that moment of my life.
This movie is very inspirational for aspiring entrepreneurs. What is your message for them?
I think just be focused, and hard work is the only key. I think you have to be very focused and put all your efforts honestly, and you'll make it.
Thank you all so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you.
I was so glad to meet these new Bollywood hunks. It's time for a quick break, but coming up next, we're going to show you how to look as good and fit as they do. So stay connected. Welcome back to Z Connect Season 3. Are you connected? A healthy outside starts from the inside. So to feel good inside out, why don't you try the healthier and tastier versions of your favorite recipes on Cuisine Central with Chef Akshay from signature restaurant Hotel Melia. Today on Cuisine Central with Chef Akshay, we have yet another very rich recipe, but the healthier version of it. Hi Chef, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So what are we cooking today?
Today we are cooking pastas. For penne and kidney bean sauce, we need 1 cup penne pasta blanched, 8 to 10 florets of broccoli, half cup kidney beans, few pieces of olive sliced, half cup of corn kernels, 2 teaspoons of garlic finely chopped, few leaves of parsley finely chopped, 15 ml of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup of milk, few pieces of sun-dried tomatoes, and 5 pieces of asparagus. So let's see how it goes. Let's start with the water. Allow the water to boil, just plain water. A little bit of salt in the water. No need to add oil in this.
Why is that, Chef?
Yes. The reason behind this, oil is lighter than water. And when you strain the pasta, the oil also goes off. So there's no use to add this. It's better you add the oil in the end when it's strained so that the pasta is separated and doesn't stick back. So let's start with the sauce of this beautiful pasta, which is pasta e fagioli with a twist. I'm using virgin olive oil to start my pasta. So just 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And on the other hand, meanwhile the oil is getting hot, so I have the boiled red kidney beans, which is rajma, and I made it into a puree with adding some milk. That's the base of the sauce. So no carbohydrates, no fats, only a rich cream which is from the natural glue and starch of the kidney beans.
And full of protein.
Exactly. So now the oil is hot enough. It's time to start the sauce. Garlic is like the life of the pasta.
I'm sure it adds a ton of flavor.
Definitely. It makes it very good to digest. And always make sure whenever you're cooking with pastas, and especially Italian cuisine, you should always be very careful with the garlic. It should never turn brown, just translucent, nicely cooked at the same time, but no coloring. You see the wonderful smell coming out. So to this I'm adding some corns to give that goldenish feel.
And what comes next?
The next one will be broccoli, but I will allow the corns to first get toasted and sauteed because I don't want the broccoli to get discolored with prolonged heat. Meanwhile this is getting sauteed, I want you to blanch this for me.
Sure.
Just half a bowl you can do it. And it's a buckwheat pasta, not the regular wheat pasta, it's a buckwheat pasta. Buckwheat being a very good source of fibers, provides roughage to the body, at the same time is a wonderful source of proteins. So all in one, health and taste with pasta.
Absolutely.
Of course, you can see that wonderful golden crust on the top of the corns. And now is the time to add the broccoli. The pasta is warm.
So when will we know when it's ready?
Yes, the broccoli is already blanched, so no need to worry about the cooking of the vegetables. Pasta is already blanched. It takes 7 minutes to boil the pasta, and the consistency and the texture of the pasta is called al dente, which means firm to bite. Just make sure it's not overdone. Now it's the time to add the cream. We're adding the kidney bean sauce, which is made with the milk. Just see this color combinations that we're getting here.
It looks fantastic.
Of course. So a perfect meal any day, any time. Little bit of milk.
And this must be skim milk for sure.
Exactly. Skim milk, low fat, just to give it a little saucy effect. So I'll just finish this pasta with a little bit of salt. The pasta was already blanched with salt. So just be careful with this. Just to season the sauce is this addition. No cream, no cheese. So here goes some parsley. Wow, giving it such a good look and freshness. And parsley has got a very good combination with the pasta, especially helps in purification of the blood. Some olives. I have the black ones. You can use green, the calamitas, whichever you want. And the pasta is ready to be plated. So let's plate the pasta.
Absolutely. It looks so colorful. I can't wait to try it.
Definitely, as I always mention, the food should look wonderful to eat, just right. And to garnish this, I have a butter crisp and some greens. I have some asparagus, the thin Thai asparagus, to give it that freshness. And here comes the cherry on the cake, which is the sun-dried tomatoes, and my delicious, nutritious and yummy pasta plate with the red kidney bean sauce and no calories is ready. For penne and kidney bean sauce, here's a recap. Blanch the pasta and leave aside. Meanwhile, bring kidney beans to boil with salt and milk, puree and keep aside. Now in a thick bottom pan, heat oil, saute garlic and vegetables. Add pasta and toss. Now add the kidney bean puree and cook for 1 minute. Serve in a pasta plate and garnish with asparagus and sun-dried tomatoes. And the best part about this plate is that usually one full plate of pasta counts to around 450 calories. But our this deal is only 225 calories.
Wow, so from now on I can enjoy my pasta guilt-free.
Definitely, and less time spending in the gym.
Absolutely.
You can see all these interesting recipes on our Facebook fan page.
So I'll take your leave and come back next week at the same day, the same time on the same channel with a lot more exciting stuff and what's happening around just for you. So stay connected. I'll see you next week.